All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Spa. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League GT3 Series hits Spa today for a 60-minute race. It's race number 3 of the season. It's a great track, classic road course, one everybody has to have on the resume. It's a 60-minute race today. It's race number 3. It's the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series, and it is TurnLeftTV. Let's get this party started. Well, who's got what it takes to tame Spa today? Here in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here today. We've got a good race here for you, I believe, at Spa. Right now, these guys are in the qualification session. Just a little under 12 minutes left to go in quals. Again, thanks for coming in. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and this is Spa. 60-minute race here today in a quite a popular GT3 series season so far. We've got some great road course drivers here today. And I'm excited to bring you the action. Today's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, or how about hosting your website or your online store, EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you with an rFactor 2 server no matter where you are in the world. That's right, in your local area. Free self-managed server packages to choose from, and that's who hosts our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net, including our website. Head on over there and you'll get updates on who's winning what and then what series we have rolling, who's running what times throughout the week. And a quick link to TurnLeftTV. And of course, if you'd like to get a hold of us, use a quick link to Discord and you can join up and race with us. Hey, thanks for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. Hit that thumbs up button, man. We just got through the Thanksgiving holiday here in the United States, and we are ready to kick off a great race at Spa today. And again, thank you for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Don't forget to go down in the description of this race and help me out by clicking on those links over to the Fanatec website and also to the SimLabs website as well. Appreciate that. Share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine. And please hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up button if you haven't already done so. Encourage your friends to come on out and watch us here on TurnLeftTV. I'm excited about this one, man. This is going to be a great race today here at Spa. We'll take a look at the track here at Spa, located in Belgium, Stavanger, Belgium. I'm probably pronouncing that city incorrectly, but length of the course about 7 kilometers in length, just a little over 7 kilometers, 4.3 miles, 19 turns, some elevation changes, and a lot of drama here at Spa. One of the most famous road courses in all of the world. That's right, Spa. And excited to bring you this race today. Take a look at the qualification so far. It looks like Roman Grabtsev is the top time. Kasperzik is in second. Ritsky Novar is in third. Nikolai Gerasimov so far is fourth. Nikolai Bezhikov is in fifth. Did a little parody here with the manufacturers today as well, so that's good. Let's take a look at the season standings coming into today's race. After 2 races, Roman Ryabtsev is the leader with 97 points. Nikolai Bezhikov right there on his heels with 84. Yuta Prasanta is third. Rizal Abdurrahman sits in the 4th position. 5th position is Will Dunbar in the 68 with 68 points. Ritsky Novar is 6th. Iqbal Kurniawan showed 7th. Chris Hughes 8th. Ted Mosier is 9th. And Gordon Carter rounding out the top 10 here in the GT3 Series season standings after 2 races. Take a look at Rizal Abdurrahman in the BMW. Right now 10th on the grid with his qualification effort. A lot of BMWs out here today. Pretty good number of BMWs. Don't forget, a little bit later tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be kicking off the fun race here at Daytona International. 80-lap race in the Saturday Night Thunder. That's right, the Saturday Night Thunder is back. Just finished up the King of the Oval Series, combination of stock cars and Indy cars, alternating weeks. Congratulations to Preston Hassel for winning the championship there. And now we are going to set our sights on another season in the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. Indianapolis Motor Speedway coming up on Friday, November the 25th. That's actually going to be Friday, December the 2nd. I messed up on the banners there. There you go. Indianapolis coming up next week on Friday at 9 p.m. We'll fix that banner. Had a little bit of a drama here last night. I had to reinstall rFactor 2. Some corrupt files and couldn't get it fixed, so I had to reinstall, and hopefully everything's going to be okay for the broadcast. Keep your fingers crossed, man. I think I was up to about 4 a.m. And then I had to get up and work on it some more. It's Alexander Bashkov. Right now in the 13th position with just about 3.5 minutes left to go in the qualification session. Ryabtsev is the leader. Berzik is in second. Gerasimov third. Novar fourth. Bezrikov is fifth. Bernie Alwyn in the Bentley. These Bentleys have been fast this year. Since the balance of performance updates, this Bentley is really, really fast. So look at that top crew there, 214.656, and it's a tie. Guess they're going to give it to the Bentley here, huh? How about that? Well, I'm going to get my pick in here today to win this race, and I am going to go. It's going to be an interesting pick, I think. So my pick to win this race today is, that's right, boys and girls, Nikolai Bezrikov in the Radical. He has got his work cut out for him, but I tell you, this guy is solid. No matter what you put him in, he is going to get that car up in the hunt to maybe win the race. It's all about pit stops as well, and make sure you're hitting your lines. Going to be a lot of fun today. So Spa is a very fun track. A lot of people really know Spa very well. I mean, it's one of the more popular tracks. So that's my pick to win this race. A lot of guys don't want me to pick them because they say it jinxes them, if you believe in that kind of thing. Looks like the qualification session has ended. Ryaptsev is going to come away with the look at now has opened up that gap there with 214.240 it looks like, so a little faster lap there. He put it out of question, huh? Answered the question, who's going to take the pole? It looks like the quals are finished. Again, thank you so much for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. We got a fun race here for you. Thanks so much for coming in. Let's get this party started. All right, we are now in the warm-up session, and you are joining us live here on TurnLeftTV. Let's take a look at the qualification results. Roman Ryabtsev into Bentley qualifies in P1. Masiej, I don't know how to pronounce that first name. Kasperzik qualifies in second. Nikolai Gerasimov third. Ritsky Novar qualifies in the fourth position. Nikolai Bezrukov fifth. Yuta Prasanta qualifies in the sixth position. Alexander Zakharov seventh. Iqbal Kurniawan qualifies in eighth. Rizal Abdurrahman qualifies in the ninth position. Artem Shuliev in the BMW qualifies in 10th. Qualifying in the 11th position is Will Dunbar in the Aston Martin. Chris Hughes in the Corvette qualifies 12th. Alexander Bashkov qualifies in the 13th position. Adi Permana qualifies in 14th. Gordon Carter is actually 15th. And John Stanley qualifies in the 16th position. Take a look at that Nikolai Bezhikov, my pick to win this race. The fifth, qualified fifth, I believe, and the lone Radical in the field. The schedule here in the GT3 Series. Next week will be at Norris Ring. Following that, Salzburg Ring, December 10th. Mid-Ohio, back in the United States on December the 17th. And then we're going to take 2 weeks off to celebrate the holidays, Christmas and New Year's. And then we'll be back in action on January the 7th at Road Atlanta. Bathurst coming up on January the 14th to finish up the season. That's going to be an interesting race, man. Very, very challenging track. Tight, but long track as well. A lot of elevation changes and a lot of challenges there at Bathurst. Five minutes left to go in warm-up. About a minute and a half left in the warm-up session. Going to get a few things dialed in here. Don't forget, man, this is Spa today. Challenging track. 7 kilometers in length, and man, this thing will keep you up on the edge of your seat. Who's got what it takes to tackle this challenging track located in the heart of Belgium? Yeah, Francorchamps is the top time here in the warm-up session. In the Radical. All right, boys and girls, it is that time. "60-minute race here at Spa. Race number 3 of the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series season. And this is going to be a good one. I'm your commentator, broadcaster, Heath Johnson, and this is going to be a fantastic one. Always like Spa. Going to be a fun race here tonight. Take a look at the starting order here at Spa. Roman Ryaptsev into Bentley starts at P1. Mako Kaspersik starts in the second position. Nikolai Gerasimov starts third. Ritsky Novar will start in the fourth position. Starting in fifth is the Radical. Nikolai Bezrikov. Yuta Prasanta starts in sixth. Alexander Zakharov starts in the seventh position. Iqbal Kurniawan starts in eighth. Starting in the ninth position is Rizal Abdurrahman. Artem Shuliev starts in the 10th position. Will Dunbar starts 11th. Chris Hughes starts in the 12th position. Starting in 13th is Alexander Mashkov. Adi Pramana starts in the 14th position. Gordon Carter 15th. And John Stanley starts in the 16th position. Good to see the pace car goes around this track at a sane speed. So everybody gets a chance to sort of get bunched up and don't have to try to race the pace car or race to stay up with the pace car. We have some problems sometimes with some of these custom tracks. Even some of them from Studio 397. I think the Indy track pace car is a little fast there as well. Good field here today. 16 drivers joining us in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. I really thought when we were running this on Sundays, it would be better to go back to a Saturday. We'll get bigger fields, and especially for those folks who are in the eastern part of Europe and Asia and so forth, will be better for them. So it'll be a Sunday morning for them, or really, really late on Saturday. So it looks like that's worked. We're getting bigger fields. 16 drivers is a good amount. And we got some very, very good drivers out here today. Spurzek in his first race out in the Audi, starting in the second position. Gerasimov here in the BMW. Ritsky Novar in the Mercedes. And of course, Roman Ryevtsev in the Bentley. So here we go, boys and girls. Getting ready to hit it, and hit it hard. Mandatory pit stop. Got to change your tire compound. Doesn't matter what kind of tires you start with, you just have to change the compound when you do your 4-tire stop. 60-minute race. Field is bunched up and ready to go. The anticipation.
Green flag.
Here we go. Good start so far. Hard right-hander here. Ryevtsev is the leader. Spurzek in second, Gerasimov third, Zakharov in the fourth position, Bezrikov in fifth. Novar and Bezrikov here having a little bit of a disagreement right now. Bezrikov holding on to that spot. Ritsky Novar was there in that Mercedes. Novar running in the sixth position. Got Iqbal Kurniawan and Yuta Brzanta. A couple Bentleys there behind him. Looking out of the back of Ritsky Novar's machine. See a couple Bentleys there, a couple teammates breathing down his neck right now. Well, Dunbar. And looks like Artem Shuliev battling it out. Shuliev gets by as Dunbar gets a little bit loose coming around that turn. Does a good job of hanging on to it. He is in the Aston Martin. On board here with Will Dunbar as you see Artem Shuliev now in the ninth position. Excuse me, in the 10th position. Dunbar back to the 11th spot. Alexander Zakharov, Nikolai Gerasimov. Zakharov has gotten by. Starting to see a little bit battle there shape up. Behind with Gerasimov. There, Gerasimov running in the fourth position. Nikolai Bezrikov just behind him in the BMW. Zakharov, a good run here. He's in the third position so far in the Ferrari. Battle here with Gerasimov in the BMW, Bedrikov in the Radical. In the challenging part of the track right here. Take a look at Meshkov. I think he picks up a position. Will Dunbar may have had some trouble here. We'll take a look. Meshkov and Dunbar. Dunbar goes really, really tight on that turn as Meshkov getting by. Will Dunbar tuck it in. He's going to try to make a run at him. Good four-way battle here. Meshkov, Dunbar. Meshkov getting that spot now with the 11th spot. Dunbar having a little bit of a battle here now on his hands. The Chris Hughes in the Corvette. So a little Aston Martin versus Corvette. And Will Dunbar holding on to that spot. Take a look at Adi Permana in the Corvette. Oh, a little bit loose there. Adi Permana. Oh, he comes around the inside wall. Permana got a little bit too much speed. That car started to get away from him. And he's got some damage now. Left side damage for Adi Permana. Permana is trying to get that thing straightened back up. And Gordon Carter had gotten around as well. Take a look at this out of the front of Gordon Carter's machine. So Permana in the tire barrier. Permana's got some problems. Permana is now in the 16th position. Take a look at this, Yuta Prasanta. Great battling here between the teammates. Prasanta now picking up that spot, getting around Kearney Alwyn. Bentley swapping spots. Closing in on Ritsky Novar. Oh, there's contact there. Contact, I think Prasanta got into the back of Ritsky Novar. Gave him a little bit of a shove out of the way. That tight turn. Could not get that car stopped. And Prasanta gets by Novar. Take a look at this. There was contact here. You see that's Bentley. He's going to get into the back of this Mercedes right there. It gives him a little bit of a punt. And Ritsky Novar losing a position. A little bit later here as Ritsky Novar probably has some damage he's dealing with now. The 77 car going to get by. Good hard battling here. Iqbal Kearney Alwyn making that pass. And now trying to close in on his teammate. So Kearney Alwyn picking up a spot. Ritsky Novar has probably got some rear end damage. Faisal Abdurrahman in the BMW starting to close in as well. Some intense racing here early on in the GT3 Series. Very tight racing here. Got a cluster of about 6 cars. Mezhrikov watching this action. This guy's starting to swing it a little bit wide. That might be Ritsky Novar with some damage to the back end of that car. Not handling. Oh, man, I tell you what. That Radical had to get on the brakes. Mezhrikov had to get on the brakes from getting into Abdurrahman's BMW. It's intense racing here. Take a look at Artem Shuliev in the BMW. As it looks like Faisal Abdurrahman's had some trouble. Abdurrahman might have come around. And Ritsky Novar picking up a position. Excuse me, Artem Shuliev picking up a position as it looks like Abdurrahman's come around. Take a look here as Mezhrikov and Rockman getting together. Oh, man, Mezhrikov comes around as well. Big hit there for Abdurrahman and Bezhikov. They got together. Take a look at this. This is some intense racing right here. Right here, they just run out of real estate. It's like Abdurrahman, Bezhikov getting together, and man, it really came out fairly well for Abdurrahman, but Bezhikov made some contact with the tire barrier, so he is definitely going to have some trouble. Well, our race leader is Roman Ryabtsev, but he has got company in that Audi. Kaspersik on his tail in the Audi. Looking under the back of Ryabtsev's machine as he looks back at that Audi, hounding him. Ryabtsev has been the class of the GT3 Series field, but now he has company. 2 races, 2 wins. Now he's got somebody challenging here. Take a look at Will Dunbar. Will Dunbar making a pass here on Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman giving him a lot of room. Probably wanting to settle down a little bit. And it looks like Abdurrahman's going to go wide. Still able to hold on to that car, but I think that BMW has probably got some boogered up tires that he's going to have to get taken care of. Well, Abdurrahman running in the 12th position right now in the BMW. And I would say flat spotted tires for him. Take a look at Chris Hughes in the Corvette. He is running in the 13th position. Quiet night here for him. We talked about how much we've seen him improve that GT3 Series, the road course racing in general. 10 minutes into the books, had 50 minutes left to go. John Stanley in the Aston Martin. He and Gordon Carter fighting it out for the 14th position. Gordon Carter in 15th right now in the Corvette, trying to run down John Stanley. This is a tough track. If you really haven't been on Spa before, this is a tough track. Take a look at Adi. Pamana is running into 16th position in that Corvette, so tough break there early on. Now trying to play catch up. Big time damage for the Corvette. Take a look at Yuta Prezanta running in the 5th position. He's out there by himself right now. The 66 car. Take a look at that extended battle there. Prezanta's got a about a 3.2 second lead over our 6th place car, Iqbal Kurniawan. So kind of out there by himself, nobody really pushing him. He wants to close in on P4. And a little bit of work to do, about 7 seconds or so separate he and P4 of Gerasimov. This battle on the track right now is Novar and Kurniawan. Had a little contact earlier in the race. And now Kurniawan giving Ritsky Novar a lot of room, and Novar is going to take that spot. So Ritsky Novar now picking up the 6th position. Kurniawan back to 7th. Guys now starting to get back after it here. Take a look at Adi Pamana in a Corvette. Remember, we talked about, we talked about how much damage he's had on that Corvette. I don't know whether he's come down pit lane or not, but that might be time to come in and get that car serviced. There's some more trouble for Pomana. As he tries to get that car straightened up. So he has got some damage in this car, and I think he's going to have to get it repaired. Maybe he's trying to limp this thing along. Up here with our front two. Roman Ryevtsev and Mako Kasperzik. Running 1-2. A little Bentley versus Audi. Just a little under a second separate the two of those guys. Let's have about a 3-second lead over Zakharov. Now Zakharov in the Ferrari. Looking very solid here today. 3.7 seconds back to the front two. But he can see him. He doesn't really have anybody pushing him right now, so just run some solid lap times. Maybe these guys will get invested in trying to hold each other off and give him a little bit of a chance to close even more. So he is now 3.5 behind, so starting to close in a little bit. Pomana has had some more trouble, more issues for this Corvette, and I really think that the pit crew is going to need to get some work done on this machine. Take a look at Gerasimov in the BMW. He's running in the 4th position, but a quiet night here for Gerasimov. Usually is. This guy's all business, man. Just gets out, gets his laps in, and turns up the juice when he needs to in maybe the last 10 minutes of the race. Maybe in that second half after pit stops. Right now, good solid run here. 9 seconds back. He is in the 4th position. Will Dunbar and Abdu Rahman. Will Dunbar a little bit wide there. He had some trouble. He gives up a position. Abdu Rahman picking up a spot. Actually, we're getting some word that maybe Will Dunbar might have come around. Look, Will Dunbar. Oh, man, I don't know what happened there. He just went straight into the wall. I don't know if he lost his connection or what, but that car just went straight into the wall. Right here, just uncharacteristic. He just went straight into the tire or into the guardrail. That Aston Martin is now out of the race. Now the front of Chris Hughes' machine, and you see just straight into the tire barrier, or I mean the guardrail, and he loses the tire. Well, we saw he and Abdu Rahman battling it out earlier. Wow. Watch this. Abdu Rahman gets by. We're going to look out of the back here, so no problems there. We don't see any handling issues for Will Dunbar here. Abdu Rahman in the BMW. In the BMW gets around, but I don't know what happened here, but all of a sudden, just straight into the wall. So Will Dunbar now going to finish in the 15th position. take a look at Roman Ryevtsev and Matko Kasperzik running 1-2. Zakharov in third. They've opened up a little bit of a gap there on Zakharov, now 4.6 seconds. Gerasimov is fourth. Prasanta is in the fifth position. Take a look at Zakharov here in the Ferrari. He's running in the third position. Kind of out there by himself right now, 4.4 seconds behind the race leaders. And a tight battle for the race lead between Kasperzik and Ryevtsev. Gerasimov running in the fourth spot in that BMW. Again, another car sort of out there by himself. Separating himself from Prasanta. Prasanta running in the fifth position in the Bentley. 66 car. Top five run there for Prasanta. A couple Bentleys in the top five. We got an Audi, a Ferrari, and a BMW. 40 minutes left to go. Ritsky Novar in the Mercedes, the Merc. AMG is running in the sixth position. Another good run here for the 97 car. A little bit of a contact earlier with the Prasanta. Back end damage for Novar, but it hasn't seemed to really affect him so much. He is 17.8 seconds down, and he's going to have, 25 seconds down, and he's going to have a chance to get some repairs done on that machine here fairly soon. Iqbal Kurniawan running in the seventh position in the Bentley. In a tight battle here, really a good three-way battle here with Kurniawan, Shuliev, and Bezrikov. See that battle heating up there between Shuliev and Bezrikov. Bezrikov in the Radical. Shuliev in the BMW, the 92. Looks like Bezrikov wanting to try to get around Shuliev. I think Shuliev's going to give him a lot of room, and he does. A little bit of a wave by there for Artem Shuliev. Let Nikolai Bezrikov go. Good clean pass. Bezrikov not able to run away from Shuliev. Maybe those guys work together here and close in on Kurniawan running in the seventh position. Shuliev looking like he wants to get back by. Kind of ducking out there to the side. Look at that. Right there. That's my man, Nikolai Bezrikov. Don't forget Shuliev's got a good TurnLeftTV logo on his car as well. See top-down view. There we go. Good TurnLeftTV logo. Love that, man. Look, Gordon Carter and John Stanley. John Stanley a little bit slow there on that turn as Gordon Carter gets by. John Stanley had some trouble on that turn, but take a look. Really slow here. I don't know whether he's blown his engine or what. Not hearing any John Stanley just blew his motor in an Aston Martin. Go aboard here with him and see what happened. Problems there, no over revving the thing. board here with John Stanley as he's out of the race. But we're taking a little bit of a replay. Just wonder if he downshifted. Ooh, it might have done it right there. I think he downshifted too much going into the turn, over revved that thing, and it blew the engine. Bezrikov's gotten back around Shuliev, and Bezrikov now working on the back of Iqbal Kurniawan. Great battle here. Kurniawan running in the 77 car. Bezrikov in the Radical. 23. And wow, man, what a great battle there between the 77 and the 23. This guy's getting after it here on 34-minute mark, just under 35 minutes. Bezrikov wants that spot. Kurniawan says, I don't think so. Oh, no, there's contact there. He tried to move him out of the way. Contact between the Radical and the Bentley. Bezrikov wanting to get through. I think maybe he's got a... feels like he wants to get around this 77 car in a hurry. This battling has allowed Shuliev to close back in a little bit. Bezrikov backs off. Maybe some front end damage there. There was contact. Take a look at Alexander Meshkov in the BMW. He's running in the 10th position. It's a good, solid top 10 run here for him. 47 seconds down to the race lead. I'd say we're going to be approaching pit stops here fairly soon as we take a look at our race leader, Roman Ryabtsev. Is he going to get 3 wins in a row? Or does Ako Kasperzik, does he have something to say about that in that Audi? Kasperzik's showing that these Audis are fast. It's all about how you adapt to these cars. They are very different from one another. One manufacturer to another, as you would expect. Guys, challenging themselves, switching up manufacturers from one season to the next. Will Dunbar did that. Decided to go with he ran the Bentley last season, decided to go with the Aston Martin this season. And this is a good battle here for the race lead. And I think right now Kasperzik smells blood in the water. He is faster. Feels like maybe that Bentley holding him up a little bit. Bentley not blocking, just doing a good job hitting his marks. Going to make Kasperzik earn this spot. Zakharov in tow, running in the 3rd position. He's about 6.5 seconds down to the race leaders. He's about 4.5. I take that back. And this is the battle for the race lead here. 32 minutes left to go in this race. And here we go. Kasperzik ducking out to the side here. Is he going to be able to use this outside through the turn to get by this Bentley? Oh, there's contact right there. Kasperzik goes off track. Make sure he gives that spot back. Kasperzik and Ryabtsev getting after it right now. Great battling here. Zakharov wants to see that. That's going to help him close back in. Take Take a look at Abdu-Rahman as he's picking up a spot, as I think we got some pit stops underway. Might be a few on pit lane. I think Meshkov is on pit lane. We got 3 cars out of the race. And Meshkov is our first car on pit lane. As he's taking service. Go back up here to the race lead. And be settled down just a little bit. So it looks like Meshkov has finished up his pit stop now, coming back out on track here with just over 30 minutes left to go. Alexander Meshkov, the first car to make a pit stop. This battle is absolutely heating up as these guys now coming down pit lane together. Here we go. The leader's on pit lane. It looks like Zakharov also on pit lane. Gerasimov, Kaspersik, Zakharov all on pit lane. Ritsky Novar in the AMG. We got 5 cars, 6 cars on pit lane. Looks like maybe 7 cars on pit lane. So a lot of guys making pit stops now. As Ritsky Novar is the leader. Take a look at Yuta Prasanta in the 66 car on pit lane with that that Bentley. Ritsky Novar still has not made a pit stop in that Mercedes-AMG. Number 97 car still out on the track, turning some laps. Tight on pit lane. Don't forget, coming up later tonight, we have Daytona headed your way in a high-octane racing league, Saturday Night Thunder. 80 laps from Daytona. Fun race here on Thanksgiving weekend. And it should be fun. You want to race some stock cars? Come on out and join us. Great Cup cars action coming up later at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As Ritsky Novar leading the field in this Mercedes in the high-octane racing league GT3 Series. Hughes and Abdu-Rahman, 2 cars still on pit lane. Abdu-Rahman, I think, is finishing up his pit stop. As Ritsky Novar making a pit stop. And it's probably going to give the race lead to Roman Ryabtsev. Back to the race lead, I should say. Ritsky Novar is on pit lane. As Ryabtsev is going to reclaim the lead, I believe. Novar taking service. Just a little over 26 minutes left to go in the race. Ryabtsev into Bentley. A little bit better pit stop there for him, as it looks like Kaspersik, after pit stops, has now returned to the track in 4th position. Remember, he was battling for the race lead, so he has got some big-time work to do here in the back half of this race. As we see Novar rejoining the racing surface. So Ryabtsev is the leader. Zakharov about 5.5 seconds down. Gerasimov is in 3rd. Kaspersik 4th. Prasanta is in 5th. Take a look at Chris Hughes in the Corvette, running into 13th position. They get a good finish here, running in P13. Not quite a lap down. Take a look at this. Abdurrahman and Gordon Carter battling it out. Abdurrahman in the BMW. Gordon Carter now coming down pit lane, it looks like. So Gordon Carter making a pit stop. See, that's a great camera angle for a pit stop there, isn't it? There we go. So Gordon Carter in the Corvette. Making his pit stop. After making pit stop, Ritsky Novar now in the 6th position. I think you've got a situation now with Roman, as he's got a pretty comfortable lead here. He's been able to hold off a hard-fought challenge the back half of that first run. And now he's kind of out there cruising. He's got a 5-second lead over Zakharov. Zakharov in the Ferrari. Good solid run here for the Ferrari of Alexander Zakharov. Gerasimov is in 3rd. Kaspersik 4th. Prasanta is in the 5th position. So we're taking a look at Alexander Zakharov. Keeping that in the high 4s, low 5s separation there. He really wants to start chipping in. He's going to have anything for Roman Ryabtsev. Got 23 minutes left to go to do it. Gerasimov in the BMW, running in P3. 63 car. It's been a good, solid, quiet night for him. Not too much drama for the 63 tonight. Spursik running in P4 after making pit stops. So definitely not a, maybe had some damage or so they had to get repaired on that machine. But the thing is, after pit stops, this thing's back in the 4th position where he was running in P2 prior to pit stops. He's going to have a little help, I think. He's going to need some lap traffic to give Ryabtsev some trouble and maybe even a spin-off or so. Try to get back in the hunt. He is closing in on Gerasimov. As you take a look at that battle there, 2.4 seconds separate P3, P4. Gerasimov doesn't make a lot of mistakes. In a BMW. Take a look at Iqbal Kurdialwan in the 77 car. He is running in the 8th position. Everybody's sort of behaving now and a little bit separated. Closest battle on the track, I think, would be that P3, P4 battle. About 2 seconds separating those guys. Kurdialwan running in the 8th position in the Bentley. Behind him is Artem Shuliev in the BMW, the 92 car. Should only have 54 seconds back to the race leader. A little work to do, about 7 seconds separate he and P8. Alexander Meshkov, another one of those BMWs, 57 car, does some streaming, does a great job streaming. I was watching some of the IndyCar races he was doing, and he's really done a great job on the overlays and does a great job on the commentating. Getting good big fields there in the IndyCar series that he's, I don't know if it's still going on, but as of about a month ago, it was going on. I was watching his streams. Faisal Abdurrahman running in the 11th position in the BMW. So we got 3 BMWs there, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Abdurrahman running in the 11th spot. Get a little work to do, about 18 seconds or so behind P10. A little bit of work to do for Abdurrahman. Chris Hughes in the Corvette, running in P12. Got about 15 seconds or so separating him from Abdurrahman in P11. Take a look at Gordon Carter. Carter is running in the 13th position. He is 1 lap down in that high place moving sponsored Corvette. Number 56 car. He's got Nikolai Bezhikov closing in. Not sure if he's ever been at Spa before, but doing a pretty good job here, keeping the car between the lines and dealing with or navigating some traffic. As Bezhikov closing in here at the Radical. And Gordon Carter going to let him go, getting the blue flag. And you see Bezhikov now getting around. So good racing IQ from Gordon Carter. Does a lot of stock car racing with us. And now coming out to do some GT3 Series racing. And we got to give him a shout out for his high octane racing logo that he's got. And then, I don't know about that right there. What a character. Got a good sense of humor. Back up here with the race leader, and that is Roman Ryabtsev. Zakharov is in second. Gerasimov into third position. Kaspersik is fourth. That battle has, for P3, P4 has really tightened up. Take a look here. P3 is Gerasimov. P4 is Kaspersik. Remember, Kaspersik was in the second position when pit stops started rolling. And he had some damage I think he had to have repaired on that Audi, and now finds himself back in the fourth position, challenging for the third spot. And these guys are getting after it right now. As they run over the camera guy. Looking out of the back of Nikolai Gerasimov's machine, you see Kaspersik right there in in the Audi. I think he's a little bit faster than Gerasimov. Can he get around him cleanly? Running out of time here. Close back in on the race leader with just 16 minutes left to go. You gotta pick your spots. Where are you going to try to make a pass? Spurzek a little bit faster in certain sections of the track. It looks like Gerasimov maybe has a little bit more juice coming off the turns, because Spurzek is driving the heck out of that Audi right now and maybe overdriving it just a little bit. Gerasimov staying between the lines. Four tenths now as Gerasimov opens up a gap. And this is where I think the Spurzek's going to try to get him, is in these braking zones here. I think out-braking the BMW might be his answer. You see he's closed in. But the BMW looks like it has a little bit better acceleration off the turns. On board here with Marko Kaspersik. Again, running in P4. What a great battle here. P3, P4 with just over 14 minutes left to go. Oh, he gets a good shot right there. Oh, into the back of the BMW. Oh, man, there's contact. Oh, he gets the BMW in the wall. BMW in the wall. Oh, no. Gerasimov into the wall. My heavens, Kaspersik spins. Let's take a look at that replay. Right here, he just gets underneath him. A little bit over driving right there, and then, oh, into the wall is the BMW. Gerasimov, man, he's just going to get turned right here into the wall. Just ran out of patience. Gerasimov is livid, man. Right here. It just turns him. They had such a great battle. A shame there of closing in, and then he has his own trouble later. Right here, maybe he has some front end damage now. And that is the drama that Roman Ryabtsev is glad he is not a part of. These guys have lost some time, and they've really allowed Bezrikov and Novar, I think, and Novar might have come around as well, too. We're getting some word that he might have come around. Novar might have had some trouble here. We'll take a look. This is a four-way battle, I believe. These guys, oh, Novar opted over the turn. Oh, hard into the wall is Novar. And these guys are absolutely getting after it, man. See this, look at this, a BMW. Little Bentley action, and Novar loses that car, loses control. You see him getting airborne. And now he's into the wall. He's got a ton of damage. Look at this again. Yeah, he just loses it. He got the front end of that car up off the ground, and no tires on the ground, no control. And he's got some huge damage now. That car is absolutely beaten up. He's going to lose more positions. Novar getting by. Excuse me, Artem Shuliev getting by as well. He's still got a pretty considerable amount of time in the race. Ritsky Novar, there are big-time problems for that Mercedes. That might be the lone Mercedes in the field. That's a lot of damage. Ryaptsev, the leader. Zakharov is about 6 seconds back in the second position. Kaspersky and Gerasimov, P3, P4. Brzanta is in fifth. Now, Brzanta is in the mix now, as these guys know that Gerasimov's going to have a little bit of damage in that BMW, as Brzanta in the Bentley trying to close in. Pretty tight battle here. This is 3, 4, and 5. Bezhikov running in the sixth position. He's about 8 seconds down to those guys. And that was my pick to win the race. Novar still having trouble. He's trying to get this car back to pit lane. He has got a ton of damage. That car is turning hard to the right. You see him fighting the thing, and it's really wanting to turn to the right. You see that? And he has got a ton of damage here. He's just trying to limp this thing around to get it onto pit lane. A little bit of lap traffic here for Roman Ryaptsev. Chris Hughes coming into view in the Corvette. Ryaptsev, no big hurry for him. He's got a pretty good lead there, 5-second lead. He's flashing those lights. The Corvette to get out of the way, and the Corvette pulls over, lets him go. And that's going to set it up for Zakharov to see if he can't get around and maybe in the last 8 minutes of this race try to run down Roman Ryaptsev. Novar on pit lane taking some extended service to that Mercedes. And you know that thing's got some pretty significant damage. They're going to spend a while on pit lane. Berzik looks like he's gotten that car somewhat back underneath him. Running in the third position. They've opened up a gap now over Gerasimov. Maybe that damage here for Gerasimov has started to show as Yuta Brzanta is closing in the Bentley. See Brzanta in the Bentley. Running in the fifth position. Gerasimov trying to hold on to fourth. This battle definitely heating up as they're going to have to work together here maybe to close in on the Audi. They're definitely closing in. There's no doubt about that. Question is, are they going to start fighting with one another here with just 6.5 minutes left to go? Or work together to try to close in on this Audi of Mako Kaspersky. Yuta Brzanta in that Bentley. See, looking out of the front of his machine at Nikolai Gerasimov in the BMW. See Kaspersky up there as well, and he says, man, I might be able to get 2 spots here. Oh, a little bit squirrely there. And right there's the opening that he needed. Gerasimov got a little bit squirrely. And Yuta Prasanta was there to pounce. Patience right there. Patience. Just let that BMW make a mistake. And that's what happened. Take a look at this replay here. Great overtake here as the BMW gets off track. Had a little bit trouble with that turn. And the Bentley gets around. Gerasimov, he just got a little bit there. The car just took off on him a little bit. He had to try to catch it. And then the 66 car gets around. So now Gerasimov is going to try to play a little offense here. Take a look at Beshikov. He's running into sixth position. About 6 seconds down to this crew. Kind of running out of time, but this guy's still having trouble and maybe get into a little bit of a little combat action. You never know. .3 seconds now separating P1, P2, just a little over 7 seconds, I should say. So Ryevtsev has extended that lead with 4 minutes left to go. And he's looking at racking up 3 wins in a row. Sakharov in the Ferrari. Did a good run for the Ferrari today. Spurzik and the Audi running in P3. Prasanta is in 4th. And Gerasimov in 5th. And that battle for P4, P5. Pretty tight. Gerasimov had a little bit of a hiccup and let Prasanta get by. Now Gerasimov's got to try to hold on to the back of that Bentley. That Bentley looks like he's on a mission to try to catch Kaspersik before the end of this race. He's going to have a little bit of a hiccup there, a little help by Kaspersik to be able to close in. You see 3.1 seconds separate the two, P3 and P4. The 46 car has led from the start and looks like he is on his way to leading at the finish as well. Take a look at Artem Shuliev in the BMW. This 92 car, oh, a little bit wide there. Missed that turn, that hard right-hander. Fortunately keeps it out of the tire barrier. Maybe some hot brakes on that car. So just a little under 2 minutes left to go. This will probably do it for him. He'll have this last lap, I believe. Take a look at the Meshkov in the BMW. Meshkov running in the 9th position. Oh, Meshkov hanging on to this thing. Oh, Alexander Meshkov late in the race. Oh, he backs the car into the tire barrier. And now missing a spoiler. The wing on the back is gone, and this car is not going to handle worth a darn. Now he's just trying to limp this around. Abdurrahman. Getting by. Oh my heavens, man. So some late race shenanigans there for Alexander Meshkov. Man, that car just started oscillating and he couldn't catch it, and he got in or backed it into the tire barrier, into the wall. And he's going to just try to limp this thing home. Meshkov having a lot of trouble here. Take a look at that BMW, and he might end up retiring his machine. This thing's probably not going to make it back. This car is going to make it back, that's for sure. The Bentley of Roman Ryabtsev. As the lights are going down here at Spa. One more turn, I believe, for Roman Ryabtsev in the 46 car is going to get the win here at Spa. What a good run there for him. And 3 in a row now for the 46 crew. That Bentley crew is on fire, man. So congratulations to him on getting the big win here at Spa. Zakharov gets a second place finish. It looks like Marco Kasperzik's going to finish in the third position. Yuta Prezanta finishes in fourth. Gerasimov going to finish in fifth, as Meshkov might have gotten shoved to the line. Oh, man. Meshkov driving through the grass here, and he might have some help here getting to the finish. It looks like he does get a good finish there, so he's a little help after the finish. So congratulations to Roman Ryabtsev. Another win in the books for the 46 team. It's just hard to have an answer, man. Somebody's got to try to find the answer for this guy, but man, that is hard. This guy just has it figured out, that's for sure. And what a run there for him. So a great run for the 46. I mean, just absolutely spanked the field. You had a little close battle there early on. Because Perzik was keeping him honest, but he ran into some trouble. And the 46 car comes away with the victory. Let's take a look at the final results here at Spa. Roman Ryabtsev gets the win. Alexander Zakharov in the Ferrari finishes in second. Mako Kasperzik finishes in the third position in his first race out. Yuta Przata in a Bentley finishes in fourth. Couple Bentleys there in the top five. BMW of Nikolai Gerasimov finishes in fifth. Nikolai Bezrikov in the Radical, my pick to win today, finishes in sixth. Iqbal Kurniawan in the Bentley finishes in the seventh position. Finishing in eighth is Artem Shuliev in the BMW. Another BMW finishing ninth with Rizal Abdurrahman. Chris Hughes finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in 11th is Alexander Meshkov in the BMW. Boy, he had a tough one there in that last lap. Was able to limp it home. Gordon Carter in the Corvette finishes in 12th. Ritsky Novar in the Mercedes had some trouble and finishes in the 13th position. John Stanley finishes 14th. Will Dunbar 15th. Adi Permana, his first race out, finishes in 16th. So another win for the 46 crew. These guys have got the answer. Maybe Bentley, maybe practice, maybe just knowing these tracks. Don't forget there's probably a fair amount of skill there as well. Well, what a big run there for him. Don't forget, a little bit later tonight, we will have the Saturday Night Thunder at Daytona International, 80-lap race. A little fun run here on a holiday weekend as we start to work our way into the next season. Saturday Night Thunder, great stock car action. Daytona 80-lap race in the High Octane Racing League. Saturday Night Thunder. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to say thank you so much for coming in and joining us here on TurnLeftTV. What a heck of a lot of fun this race was, man. It was interesting. Had a little drama here and there. And those guys to get it worked out. We'll be ready for next week. But I really appreciate you coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget, next week we have a Norris Ring on December the 3rd, and that's going to be an interesting track. I have not been there, but I've heard a great bit about it. So we'll see how these guys get adjusted for a different look at Norris Ring. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you want an rFactor 2 server, solid servers, or how about a website or an online store, VPS hosting available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Say thank you so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll talk to you later, boys and girls. I am out of here.